All right, so I wanted to just do a quick kind of review of the new setup for longer rides. This is a 3-liter Moly hydration pack. Holds a bladder right in there. And then I added this pouch to it. And this is just like a 9-inch by, I think, a 7-inch pouch. That's got a couple of separate compartments on it. It's all Moly system, so it can all hook up to each other, which is really nice. It's very modular. Made the fancy little Red Dogs fabrication tag, which is always cool on there. And this is the way this works. So this first compartment here is kind of nice. I haven't put anything in it yet, but this is going to be all my basic stuff. Cell phone, keys, wallet, all that kind of important stuff. It comes with a map pocket, which is kind of nice. So in case you're out in a place where you're riding and you don't have any cell service, it's always good to have a printed map, so you can always reference that in here. And this keeps it safe and secure and clean. Lots of storage space in this first section. The second section here, I've already kind of stocked up. So if you guys have any better ideas of things that I need to put in here, please hit me up and let me know. This is what I have going on here. So full KTM Toolkit, plus some extras that I've added to it, because having some experience on some extra stuff is always nice. And the KTM Toolkit comes with a bunch of stuff. I added some small vice grips to it, tucked in there. It's got the spoke wrench. This thing's awesome because in here you have a whole assortment of sockets. You've got the 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. You've got a bunch of Torx bits in here. You can see them through there. All the way to the big Torx, the T45, which is what all the KTMs, Huskies, Husabergs and all use. And the cool thing about this is all of these work with this tool here. So it's got the 1/4-inch driver that plugs into any of those sockets. And then you can either use it this way or this way based on how much leverage you need. I've got my Proto monkey wrench, which is the only monkey wrench I would ever use. Every other monkey wrench is junk, and this thing locks on just like a regular box end or open end wrench, and it just does not slip. I love this thing. So even though it's a little heavy, it's staying in here. This is a good one. A couple of basic box end wrenches. One kind of all-in-one hex wrench, screwdrivers, etc. And the KTM axle wrench, front and rear axle, as well as a little tire spoon on there. So that's kind of like the basic KTM kit in there. And then what else do I have here? So yeah, I got the Pelican flashlight, got a quick multi-tool, got this little nifty knife. This thing was only like $5 from Harbor Freight. I couldn't pass it up because, first of all, I love the color. Then I felt it, and it's pretty solid. It's billet aluminum. It's really nice. It's kind of tight right now because it's new. It's got a lock on here and flips out really easy. Super easy to change the blade on this thing. You just pop that out, flip the blade out, put a new one in, lock it back in. And just a good all-around kind of everyday carry kind of knife for, you know, opening boxes and whatnot. So I figured throw it in here. It'll be good for cutting some cable if I need rope, whatever. Gotta have this, some JB Weld for, you know, in case someone cracks a case or needs the radiator repaired, etc. That kind of stuff. These things are awesome. You can bend them. They've got a steel cable inside of them, and use them for tying anything together that you need. This thing's a really simple, very easy combo lock, and you know, you can use it in a pinch to just put it on your brake rotor or something to keep your bike safe, or put your helmet on it and lock it onto anything you want. So pretty cool and very lightweight. You know, carabiner locking. In here, a bunch of zip ties, assorted sizes, safety wire pliers. Pliers are a little heavy. They're not the most expensive pliers. They're kind of just basic cheapy pliers, so they are kind of heavy. Maybe I won't take them with me, but it's so nice to use it with the safety wire compared to using regular pliers, since you can spin these things so easily. Teflon tape, always good to have in case you're stripping threads and trying to fix broken casings and bolts and things that want to leak. Just put enough of this stuff on there and at least tighten it down to where it'll stay in place until you get to where you need to go. This also has a front pocket here, zippered up, which I like on this one. And this has all like my emergency essentials. So things like this marker for like, you know, just writing any kind of emergency notes and leaving them on someone's bike or car. I tape this thing up because this thing puts out a lot of ink and I don't want this thing leaking all over the bag. What else do we have here? Lighter, always essential to have. And these little fire starters, these things are awesome. They burn for like 15 minutes and they weigh nothing. So super good. Batteries. Oh, I forgot I should have in here. Chain breaking tool. So this one's a Motion Pro. It's a little heavy, so I'm sure there's better ones out there, but you gotta have a chain breaking tool on a master link, which I will add later. Batteries, like I said. And then this is some belly button lint. Just kidding. This is some dryer lint. And it's soaked in petroleum jelly, also known as Vaseline. So it makes it waterproof, and it'll light and ignite super fast under any conditions pretty much. So this is really, really good for also having in a pinch if you need to start a fire and you get stuck out there overnight. So I'm going to add some more stuff to it that's specific to the bikes. Like I'm going to add some hardware, some nuts, some bolts, all the, you know, typical hardware from the KTM Husky type bikes, and 3 liters of water in there. I was thinking about these guys. This is kind of a knockoff of the Knipex or Knipex wrenches, which are really awesome. What this does is it locks in here and you can adjust it to different sizes. And essentially what it gives you, you can see here, it gives you a multitude of different size box end wrenches. And these are great for big things like your axle nuts and stuff like that. The only downside is of this size is that it weighs kind of a good amount, and I don't know if I want this big old thing jiggling around in the bag as I'm riding. So this is the 10-inch version, which is the only one they had at China Freight. But if you buy the Knipex versions, they have like a 7-inch and a 10-inch one. I think this thing cost me something like 20 bucks. The Knipex ones cost about 80 bucks. So I think they're worth it because they're lightweight and they're really good quality tools. For right now, I have this cheapie. If I don't end up riding with it, I'm sure I'll use this in the shop quite a bit. It's kind of a good, just, you know, grab one and be able to do a bunch of stuff with it.